Alright, so welcome back to some more MX versus ATV Reflex. This is the SX Outdoor Practice Compound, or SX Practice Outdoor Compound. Sorry, I might be getting that wrong. I did not write it down. Usually I write it down, but it's by MX Warlord. That's the main thing. And I've been playing a ton of MX Warlord tracks lately. He has this awesome style, this big overscaling on his tracks, but they flow so well. When you play an MX Warlord track, you know you're playing an MX Warlord track. You know what I mean? If you play a lot on PC, you probably know what I mean. He just has this style that when you, even if you didn't know it was by him, and someone put the custom track on in your game, but didn't tell you who it was by, you could tell who it was by. Amazing job, and there's actually quite a few, but this was one of the ones that I could kind of get around some of his other longer ones, because typically he has pretty long tracks. It takes me a while to memorize it and kind of get a feel for it, and this one was more of a, after a couple laps we could kind of figure it out a little bit. But the title of this video is probably something to do with the new LCQ Studios motocross game that's being worked on but is not released yet. Not a ton of information out there, but there is some, and after this first lap we will show a small clip of some in-game gameplay from their YouTube page. It's called LCQ Studios. Go check it out. They have another video. It was put up around the time they opened their YouTube channel or something like that. Go check that out, as well as some screenshots from their Facebook page. Go check out their Facebook page and support them over there. Now, they might have a Twitter too, I really don't know, but that's just the two places that I was kind of checking. And they're a lot more active on their Facebook page. You can learn more and stay more up to date in the progress of the game there. They, you know, it's easier to put out a little message on Facebook than it is on to make a video on YouTube. As well as there was some other gameplays there too. There was some third-person gameplay of the bike moving on the track, but the rider had not been actually put on there yet. But I believe they got that done in August, which they said was a big milestone, and it really is. So here we're gonna cut into the new video they put up a couple weeks ago. Kind of shows him moving around, sitting on the bike. The environment reminds me of MX Simulator a little bit, but the track is like looks way more gnarly. It's like more textured and everything, and then it'll switch to when he's kind of whipping. Now, he does explain the video a little bit more in his description. It's a little bit laggy. I don't know, maybe that's just, I don't really know, but I'm not worried about it. And the whipping, I think, looks fine, but he did say that the person that was doing this was using the keyboard, so that might change things a little bit. And here we'll see some whips. But the environment, like I said, kind of reminds me of Sim, but on the bike, it reminds me more of MX bikes. The whip isn't like MX bikes, because the MX bikes, the handlebars turn more, and maybe you could make it do that. And then here's some screenshots. The screenshots look amazing. But now when I see the third-person screenshots, that reminds me way more Sim. That looks way more simulator than an MX Simulator than it does MX bikes. MX bikes third-person, I'm not a big fan of. But MX Simulator third person, I really do like. And then here's some other screenshots. And at the very end here, somewhere in here, well, there's kind of the shop. I think they call it the garage, whatever, shop garage. Here, I think they said in a post you'll be able to upgrade the shop. So you'll be able to upgrade the shop, make it look better, maybe expand it, upgrade the bike, upgrade all kinds of stuff. So it sounds like customization is going to be a huge thing in this game, hopefully, because everybody cries more customization. You can never have too much customization according to a motocross game fan, okay? That's not me saying that, that's just what I see everybody else complaining about all the time. Not enough customization. So LCQ Studios seems like they took that into consideration and are doing that. They talk a lot with the fans, the supporters of the game. It seems like they heavily do things around their game according to what people give them as feedback. They had a contest running for like the best graphics or gear or something like that. I don't know exactly how it worked, but they did run a fan contest already. What else? I don't know. It just sounds like they work a lot with their fans and everything. I don't believe the game actually has a name or a title or anything like that. And there is no release date. Now there will be an alpha releasing, I believe. I don't know how much it will cost or anything like that. I think they have some kind of Kickstarter. So if you can find that, I don't know how to go about finding that, but I'm sure on their Facebook page they can show you. Go support them, guys. It's a small team. And when I When I say small team, like THQ Nordic Rainbow Studios supposedly has 27, 28, 29, 30 people maybe working on their game, which is small. LCQ Studios has even smaller than that. From what I understand, I don't know exactly, but it's like 4 or 5 or 6 guys. Like, it's a super small team, and I don't know if this is what they do, like this is their full-time job, or if they have other jobs and other commitments that they do. Well, everybody has other commitments, but you know what I mean. I'm curious if it's that small. I don't know if this is their full-time job. If it's not, if this isn't their full-time job, it's insane how far they've gotten, the strides that they've made. I mean, someone said, and I don't know if it was LCQ Studios or if it was just a random person, said that there was going to maybe be an alpha early this year, 2017, which I did not believe that was going to happen. I just did not see that. I said it, I think, in other videos and live streams that there's just no way. There's just no way. You know, for that small of a team, that'd be huge expectations. And to be where they are, I think, is insane. I commend them for that. Great job, guys. You're way farther than I thought you could have been by now. And it looks great. But I know that they thought that. I would say, I mean, they're kind of talking about it a little bit already, but there's no actual, okay, this is when the alpha's coming out. I mean, are we going to get the alpha before there's actually an official name for the game? So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I think I said that at the beginning of the video already. They just got the rider onto the bike in August sometime, I think, that's huge, because the way the rider handles on the bike when the bike's moving has to look good. You know, that's a huge part of moto gaming. So for them to do that, that is a big milestone. So congrats, guys. That's really awesome. But another cool thing about it is that it's 2018, I'm going to assume, when this game will come out for alpha playing or whatever. There's a possibility we could get 4 motocross games. So MX vs ATV All Out, early 2018. We don't know exactly when it's coming out yet, but early 2018. Milestone MX GP series that we assume we will get, because we've been getting one every year, plus a Supercross game from them. I'm sure we're getting one, I just don't know when. But I would assume sometime in 2018, whether it's early or late. 2018 Milestone Supercross game. Even if it happens to be the end of 2017 and they release it quietly, that's still going to basically be a 2018 game. And then LCQ Studios. 4 moto games. The motocross, supercross gaming world is really much smaller than you think it is. If you think it's big, it's really not that big. And to have 4 games like that is insane. Insane. Some years we only get 1. I'm sure there's been years where we didn't even get one. You know, EA Sports used to make them, but they kind of quit doing that. Apparently, they canned the idea because apparently they weren't making enough money, which I think they could make more money now, because I think the motocross gaming community is growing, is getting bigger, but it's still not where obviously really big companies want to try and pick it up. You know, if it was booming with money, there would be other companies. Ubisoft, EA Sports, whatever it may be, would be trying to get a taste of that. So we need to make the gaming community better, to have the motocross gaming community better and bigger, to have more options like this. And I believe variety is key, which is why I'm super pumped about a brand new game from a brand new company, okay? New games in general are great, okay? They're great. I love them. I'm so pumped for not Encore. I'm so used to saying that. I'm so pumped for MX vs ATV All Out. I'm so pumped for the Milestone Supercross game, or MXGP. But I'm so pumped about a new game from a new company, because it's something brand new from the ground up. Not just the game from the ground up, but the company themselves. Nobody's gotten a taste of their style or how they do games or anything. So you have no idea what to expect, and you get excited about it because you expect the best. No matter what happens, you expect the best. So it's good. It's good for moto gaming, and I think this LCQ Studios game will be something. It'll definitely be a sim, so I think it'll appeal to the simulation guys. But for some reason, I don't know if it'll be as hard as Simulator. MX Simulator is so you force yourself to play that game, and it's like an acquired taste. It's like coffee. You know, you may not like coffee right away the first time you drink it, but after you drink it for a few times, it just starts getting better and better and better. It's an acquired taste, and then you feel like you need it. MX Simulator, it's like I'm still kind of going through I don't really like the flavor of it. I don't like it that much, but I'm going to keep going with it because maybe it'll get better eventually. That's the stage I'm in with MX Simulator. I don't love it because I suck at it, but maybe if I keep going, eventually I'll just love it and be addicted, and I need it. That's kind of the stage I'm in. I don't know if it'll be quite that hardcore. If it is, fine. I mean, I really don't care that much, but this is just my assumptions. I think it'll be more like MX Bikes. MX Bikes is tough. It's got a learning curve, but it's not like MX Sim. MX Sim has a much bigger learning curve. MX Bikes you can pick up. I mean, I haven't played very much, and I feel like I can kind of get around a track a lot better. I feel a lot more comfortable getting around a track in MX Bikes than MX Sim. And that's with all the riding aids and stuff turned off on both. So I feel like it'll be kind of like that, as well as the bikes. I don't know if I mentioned this already, if they bring in more bikes. So I don't know if they're going to go all the way down to like the 50s and 60s, but it sounds like they're going to put like the 80s in the game, which is cool because a lot of people ask for that. Now, I mean, I don't personally care too much, but I think that's nice because, again, that's the whole, they're listening to the fans and the the supporters of the game and doing what they want. They're doing everything that people want. So I think the game is already built for success with the fact that they're building everything off of what the fans want. So I don't know. I think that in itself, that makes it quite interesting. So LCQ Studios, we have no idea what the name of the game is or when it will come out, but I can assume that we will get some kind of alpha in 2018. I don't know if it's early, middle, or end. Follow their Facebook page, guys, if you want to know more. They seem to be it's a lot easier for them to communicate messages and tell people what's going on with it there. But they've made it a lot farther than I ever thought they would be by now, and the game looks fantastic. They really know what they're doing over there, and I'm not worried. I'm stoked to play it, and I think it'll be a great game. I don't think it will be a flop or a bad game. I think they kind of know what they're doing. It looks like they know what they're doing between the little bit of gameplay we have and all that stuff. I believe the guys that are making this game ride too, so it's not like someone that doesn't know anything about riding is trying to build a game. These guys ride themselves, from what I understand, so they'll kind of understand what they want from the game when they're doing it, and whatever else. So I don't really know what else to say. We're kind of finishing this lap. Again, this is a track by MX Warlord, SX Practice Outdoor Compound, or Outdoor Practice Compound. I might be saying that a little bit wrong, but give it a download if you're on PC. Oh, yes, I don't know if I mentioned this. The LCQ Studios game, as of right now, is just for PC, not for console. I want to throw that in if you didn't catch that earlier. But again, MX Warlord, Supercross, Outdoor Practice Compound, sick track. All his tracks are sick. He's got this super cool style that I've really been enjoying, and I guess that's all I gotta say. So thank you for checking out this video, and until the next video, take it easy.